뭐야? 일거리라도 물어온 거야?
Greetings and salutations, everyone. I'm Akamak. This is Let's Play Limbus Company Timekilling Time. Just one little thing to do before we start. Let's see if we can... Ooh, we need just a little bit of Honglu's ego shards, so let's throw a whole bunch of ego shards into the grind and see what we get. I think that's enough. So if the target has Tremor, deal 5 plus the sum of Tremor potency and count divided by 2 more damage to 30%. At 4 resonance, instead deal to a maximum of 40%. Inflict 3 Tremor count. Trigger Tremor Burst, then reduce Tremor count by 1. So, no matter what's on the target, he'll have Tremor left over after we hit it. And hey, with an attack weight of 3, that's pretty decent. So yeah, let's tackle this end of the dungeon before reset, even though it's just Sloth Day. Resume. I've heard that this is actually going to be a very different boss to what we faced before, so at least that'll be interesting. So what do we have from here? Charge type gloves. That's interesting, but unfortunately not something we have. If I pick blood, sweat and tears, I can't take anything else. But honestly, gaining extra damage to staggered enemies is pretty good. Honestly, I think I'm fine hanging on to this and using it at the enhance. So let's see. Right. So, fuse for Tremor. If we throw in the Rusted Muzzle, Lithograph, and White Gossypium, we get a Tier 2 Tremor gift. Honestly, I should have bought one of the cheap Tier 1 gifts so I could power fuse here, darn it. Sour Liquor Aroma is pretty good though. Nope. Has to be equal tier to do that. And these don't have anything interesting from fusing them. Okay. So just enhance a gift. Expanding to include an extra identity. Oh. Where one cost too short. Okay. So then, we have a lot of high SP characters. It should go... Honglu, Rodian. Leave the extra skill slot to get to Honglu, I guess, because I can just back out and try again. This is just a test run to see what we have. Ads are what we have. Unfolded Time Rippers. Pretty average in their offense level. But they mean that we can't just do nothing. Inflict time relief entitlement against a target that attacked this unit. Consume 200 stolen time and gain time acceleration. Gain 5 speed, gain fragile when Tremor Burst connects, stuff like that. We can completely negate his ability here. But we don't have the T-Core badges anymore. That's kind of surprising and slightly concerning. Equal power, but we have high SP, so we should be fine there. You know what? Pull this back. Arrange it like this. They have some tremor on them already, so Ryoshu can gain some extra tremor count from hitting them. Oh, if I had gone for the full sloth, if I had used Ryoshu's sloth attack this turn, then she'd have actually gotten an extra attack. That's a little disappointing. So he actually doesn't know who he should go after, but he does have that 12 offense level and defense level, which isn't nice. Okay, you've got to use one of your ego here. I've been meaning to get this one up tied with a tremor team. I guess that'll be for a different day. Ooh. Look at that. If he max rolls on turn 1, which he shouldn't, but it is a possibility. When in time acceleration state, gain attack weight. I see. If we use that, then it doesn't leave anything for anyone else, so I guess we just have to eat the attack weight. That one's using an evade skill, so we just ignore him. Oh, right, we actually need to intercept that attack, so... I think out of everything, what is cast, actually? We've got worse odds for beating the roll, but it uses up less of our resources. I mean, why doubt?
문제를 털.
Okay, 500 stolen time inflict bleed count. Consume 25 stolen time for 1 more potency in bleed count. We can outroll this though. But does he have any new passives? And these guys don't seem to have any sort of interesting passives. Strange. Okay, we need to kill some of these ads, I think. So, Forced should hit all 3 of these guys with her skill 3, so we should be good there. Oh. I think we skipped a phase. Bloody hell, this really getting on my nerves. Oi! Quit hiding us, yeah? Give us a proper view! Damn it. I hoped that I wouldn't have to show them my true form. Though we couldn't be sure if there were multiple personalities in the Ripper's head, or if it was truly the voice of the many. We did hear several voices of varying pitches echoing from all corners of the room. The Time Ripper, cornered, grabs the lapels of his long coat and... Oh dear. Okay, good to know. I wish you had let us kill the ads. Base power for every sum of shared time across all parts. At 40 plus value, gain 775 minus 40, 10 offense level and defense level. At less than 40 value, gain offense level down and defense level down, so yikes! I really wish you had let us kill all these ads first. Base power +1 for all sum of shared time. Joint time expenditure. When spending shared time, brains spend an equal amount of time across the board. Oh, where did that 30 SP come from? All parts gain 5 protection, yikes. At least we're going to do something about his SP with risky judgment. That's something I can appreciate. But this is something I have to deal with. Oh, unclashable. Darn it. Consume 200 time. Okay. I don't mind giving him that attack there.
오작 터뜨려주지. 개체가 약화되는 것 같은 탈출 개체가 정리되었습니다.
His ads really don't want to go down, do they? And here is why you save up Durante. Halve the speed of all enemies. I'm hoping that you're going to use your skill 2 before your skill 1 before your skill 2 here, otherwise we might end up losing that clash. Yeah, we've got to go for the evade here. Alright, let's see what we can do. Oh, nice work, Rodian.
절대 피할 수 없을걸? 제압 완료.
Let's just assume all the brains do the same thing. he's going to inflict extra bleed count. Wait, no he can't because 300 sum. So yeah, he's just limited to 4 bleed count and 4 bleed. Still not nice numbers though. $54 damage is a lot. And the only person with envy around here is actually Rodian, so... I'm just going to let him get off a few free hits so we don't feed him any more SP.
직접 타도하죠.
Oh, another phase jump. Irritating little tricks. Oi, remember what you said earlier? Might be the time to put that to use. But, I'm sorry, don't use that too. Don't that use too much time? It drains too much time from all of us. Shush, my friends. Letting this drag on for any longer will cost us more in the long term. This attack will surely eliminate them. Think of how much time we'll save by taking care of them here and now. We shall share this burden of time together. Unclashable. This unit's speed is fixed at 12, cannot be staggered this turn. Consume 400 shared time. Erase the target's time. Once this unit erases the target's time, all parts recover shared time to their max values and gain 10 haste and 10 attack power up next turn. 48 plus 48. Unclashable though. I don't think they can gain that much time, can they? Let's just see if we can destroy one of the brains, because it looks like we've lost Hong Lu. We need one more pride to trigger everlasting.
터뜨려주지.
No, this doesn't make sense. That had to work. More tricks, is it? Oi, wait up. You took 5 hours from me earlier. What's up with you taking another 3 hours from me? You only took 2 from that sword. We will settle that as soon as we deal with this present threat. Focus on the battle for now. Deal with this present threat when? In 3 hours? 4? This fight's been going on for too bloody long. I understand. That is why we must all sacrifice our collective time to... Nope. I ain't giving you more than an hour of my time. Take more from the rest. I got the short end of the stick last time when the numbers didn't evenly divide by 12. Shut up about the last time! You're just an uneducated fool who doesn't even understand basic additions and subtractions. Oi, what the hell was that? Who said that? It's the new one, innit? They're starting to fight each other. Ah, I get it. You're saying now is our chance, right? Inflict time relief entitlement against target that used attack skill. Consume 200 shared time and gain time acceleration. You know, I forgot completely that, yes, we have established they cannot take our time, which means that we get free shots whenever we want. You only have a +1 on this evade skill, it looks like. Yeah, they're running out of time across all of them. When sharing time, At 60% or less HP, convert joint time expenditure into infighting. The brains no longer spend an equal amount of time across the board. All parts lose protection equal to the number of parts with different values. So wait. Yeah, his protection is dropping. So, let's go.
타건.
Okay, let's have a look at how these brains all divide up. 154. You are the one that we're going to have the most fun out of triggering a tremor burst on. Although I guess 159. So that one. Which one is this? 163 has 17 plus 8, so actually... Ooh, you'd better not mess this one up. Just checking to make sure she isn't becoming weak to gloom. Whichever one has 231, which is this one. There.
오자 터뜨려주지.
Oh, this is half an hour long, but... Ooh, there goes the brain. Okay, I actually hope I don't kill him, but I have a feeling that I'm about to. I now think, wait, what are his SP loss conditions? Because I think we just triggered it.
당신에게는 제가 어떻게 보일까요? 시간을 태워가는 그 답이 있을까요?
Wow, you're still standing after all that.
널어라지. 정신 못 차릴 거야.
Okay, show me this again. Decrease after losing a clash based on the clash count. Base value is 3, raised by 2% per clash count after 1. Increase after winning a clash. Increase by 10 after this unit defeats an enemy whose level is higher. Or 5 after an ally defeats an enemy whose level is higher. So... Huh. I'm not entirely sure where all that negative SP came from. We probably still have a lot of... SP effect. We still probably have a lot of sinking on him thanks to Ishmael. But, we need more time! Extraction, are you afraid? You aren't gonna survive this round. We really shouldn't have to care about what settings we're putting everything into.
가던. 그 시간을 버리도록 하지.
If I only had 10 more minutes. No, a minute, a few more seconds even. I could have changed so much more if I only had the time. Also, I thought once upon a time. So, what did you do? Did you even try to change anything? Believe it or not, I am the creator of every change you see around you. I know what the burning question is. What changes, right? Because at the end of the day, this place became no different from the other horrible nests. There's just so much pain here, just like any other place in the city. So listen up and listen close, because there's only one way to truly be free from suffering. Stopping time. Stop time? Our assistant's expression turned bitter. He did not elaborate. For a while there, I thought you might be a Eurodivi sympathizer, but now I'm beginning to wonder if you're just the head of the entire T-Core. Well, it's not like he could understand me, and the sinners were too busy keeping their eyes on the Time Ripper to relay my question. Like always, the LCA's Special Operations Unit arrived and they discussed a few things with the employee. Labeled the Time Ripper a distortion with a complicated classification code. And that's how the case of Timekilling Time closed. But... My, I'm so happy you finally caught the perpetrator, Ah, behold, my portrait is finally complete. Isn't it wonderful? So slow, everyone. Let's stop being lazy and get to work, yes? Chop chop! What our assistant said much earlier was right. T-Core did not change, not even a little. Why did you volunteer to be bait for the Ripper, Honglu? I'll be honest, I was scared as hell. The moment I began thinking about how my own time could just get ripped away from me, I just wanted to understand. Because, to me, the world was full of things I couldn't understand. In truth, I still understand so little of it. Why do people hang on so desperately to something like time? Something so ephemeral? Yeah? But I know one thing. You understood the culprit, Rhodia. It wasn't just fear that held you back. While there was fear, a different side of you felt like you could understand him. That's what stayed your hand? How do you know that? Watching you, Rhodia, reminded me of why I did not resist when my siblings tried to kill me for the first time. I wasn't just scared. I felt as though I could understand them. When fear grows so extreme, it circles back to its origin. That moment is so precious and so beautiful. Alright, lads and lasses, gather round. We'll be running a special feature on the people who played the biggest role in solving the case of the Timekilling Time. And for that, we'd like to get a little group photo. Would that be alright with you, Haste Detectives? What an auspicious day this is! What's up with the long face, Rhodia? Everything okay? I don't know if I even deserve to be in the picture. I didn't really get anything done out there, did I? But Rhodia, we eventually captured the culprit, didn't we? It was possible only because we all worked together. I'd say everyone did a great job out there. Rhodia, Honglu, Ryoshu, all three of you, good work. You mean Honglu and Ryoshu? I just cowered as soon as I came face to face with the culprit. I was ridiculous. Well, it is said that all great detectives are flanked by great assistants. That's funny. Is that what this Lady Agatha said? No, I said it just now. I'm the only one who's allowed to make that LF. Smile, detective. Right, can we huddle a little closer together? What right did I have to stop those struggling to change things, no matter how small? When I haven't done anything. It seemed that I was the only one who heard her whispering. Right then, 1, 2... Hold! Oh dear, what did Don Quixote get up to there? It looks like she got jailed for interrupting a photo. Executive Director, it's time. Ah my, thank you for letting me borrow your clothes. Made sure to get not even a speck of dust on it so you don't have to worry about running it through a washer. How is it that I just immediately picked that up at the last second? Executive Director? When did he... It's been so long since I had a day this exciting. Thanks, participation trophy. I just like to experience how it's like outside the company building from time to time, you know? Shouldn't he be thanking us for solving the case, not... you know... Let's see, considering your rather competent command of the battlefield and that special ability of yours, maybe you could even snag the exceptional award. Actually, no, maybe you'd receive the distinctive award instead. Since you can't explain the mechanism of your own powers, your clock does seem quite special, but the time that flows through you doesn't seem very different from the usual concept of time I'm used to. Oh. Well, I don't have any prize money to hand out, but allow me to impart a little tip instead. Remember, using the power of time comes with a cost. Always. It's something that's been a thorn in my side as well. Oh, and another thing I think I should thank you for. My dream began to flow again. On the day I ventured out to the edge and wished upon a star, I thought my dream to have ceased there. Never to flow again. I would have wished for something completely different had I had the chance to wish again, but I believe my only chance spent. A star. I don't understand why, but a mere mention of it suddenly brought back the memories of the star I saw when I made the pact with the sinners. I used to think that the star could never be linked again. That I could never turn back time. Vile men like myself know when their dreams come to an end, when there's no path left for the dream to go. But I was wrong. There it was, something rewinding time right before my eyes in a way I could not fathom. Well, it is my current hypothesis that you're not actually rewinding time, but a potential is a potential still. And that distortion that rips time is another proof I do not know all there is to know about time. Not yet. So my dream, once as still as a lake, has become wild as a rushing river once again. Your indifferent, unafraid attitude towards time, it also left me an impression. I think day after day about how uncaring the nature of time is. That it will continue to drift on and on even after my death. And I think about how that's so terrifying. I'm afraid of death, yes, but I'm not interested in researching immortality. The flow of time is equivalent to constant change. Those who dare to tread upon the road of illusion from death and annihilation shall soon find themselves become another wall of what they sought to flee from in the first place. What must one do to stem the change when the natural nature of perpetual change itself is tied to an immutable thing like the flow of time? One must stop time itself, of course. Yes, indeed, therein lies the conundrum. Until time itself ceases to move, all change eventually becomes a great flow. I am having trouble following your train of thought. Dante says they are having trouble following your train of thought. Huh? Apologies, I must have been thinking out loud. You must understand how someone might forget who they're talking to when the listener has nothing to say in response but intermittent ticks and talks. I suppose all that was probably too much for a manager of an upstart business to understand, yeah? Does this conclude the business of the 10 billion on time tax? You're all exempt. Can you imagine what would have happened if a case like this for you to solve didn't exist? Can you believe you almost had to live the rest of your lives researching a measly 4 hours over an entire day? Unbelievable. A little nap and you'd wake up 2 whole days later. Well, that is if the 4-hour daily minimum timer policy even applied to you. Yes, that is difficult to believe, but I understand. Then... Oh, almost slipped my mind. Remember that purchase catalog Limbus company handed me? That monolith in there really caught my eye. I'd like to purchase them. As many as you have in stock. Cheers! That's a sale made. Was really pricey too. Who knows, maybe this will get you that commendation or whatever it is. Understood. Your intent to purchase will be relayed. The monolith? What are you planning to do with? It's a secret! Things yet to be realized should remain shrouded in hearts under this starless sky. Let's go, Mai. Yes, Director Hubert. This company is growing increasingly bizarre, Miss Forst. Not only are we providing distortion management service, but also dipping our feet into the sales of artifacts like the monolith. I don't believe that the monoliths should be so easily bought or sold. I see them as something we must retrieve, not put up for sale. You do understand the ramifications of selling artifacts that could force a distortion, I trust? The world is aplenty with technology capable of maiming or slaughtering a fellow human. Not all of those who have started with the intent to do harm. In fact, most of them begun as an altruistic project for the betterment of mankind. In other words, it depends. Do you really believe this to be a matter that you can just brush aside with Virgilius? You know my place. Yours as well. You are aware that we are not provided the luxury of choice. We will both reach what each of us desire. That is a guarantee. Fine. With that peculiar exchange between Forst and Virgilius, the bus sets off on another journey. Ooh, you're framing it already? Ever since we returned to the bus, Rhodia was busily moving between the sinners, excitedly talking to them about whatever subject they were interested in. Quite! Aha! Thus this achievement has been memorialized for all eternity to come. Ah, do you tend to put it up for display? In her hands was the article that we were featured in. Don Quixote dedicated considerable time and effort to meticulously ironing out the creases, coating it with a thin film, and displaying it carefully in a frame. We could barely tell it was her due to the blurring, but she appeared so happy to be a part of the photograph. Much do I desire to hang it here for all to see, but this doth carry great meaning indeed, as my very first accomplishment. Thus I shall place it in my chamber for safekeeping. Boy, you're really stoked about a shaky picture of yourself, huh? Oh, don't be a buzzkill, darling. Chiquita's happy about it. That's what matters, right? It matters not, for this is a signifier of our achievements. Yeah, our achievement. Rhodia was laughing and cheering along with her as though nothing had happened. but it's never been so clear that this cheeriness was all an act. And I think that pained my heart. Yet, I was powerless to do anything about it. The most I could do was to clear the air and hopefully divert their attention to something else. Faust, can you ask Virgilius where we're headed next? Virgilius, Dante asks. At least when we're talking about our next destination, the past seems to become a blur, even for a moment. That was the intent behind my question. Yes, I've come to realize that it's about time the manager asked me for some information regarding our next destination. Lucky, I was right. The subject of our next destination was enough to divert the sinner's attention. They all fell silent in anticipation. Our next destination. Too bad I got more than I bargained for. Is to a warp train, Dante. I didn't just clear the air. That statement alone caused a whole storm among the sinners.
대의에 맞서는 자들을 확실하게 굴복시켰죠. 그럼 다음 타겟을 설정해 볼까요?
Ooh, that's a lot of timepieces. So, 3,227 damage from Honglu, 2,041 damage from Rodian, 1898 from Ryoshu, Lobcore Faust got 1,800, 409 from Ishmael, 402 from Heathcliff, and 29 from Gregor. I know that was a pretty good run, so next time we visit Limbus Company, it'll probably be for new extraction stories, because that's how I usually roll, but at some point we are going to have to deal with warp trains. Oh boy, that's going to be a traumatic experience. Until then guys, take care, I'll see you all around.